Am I the a-hole for being frustrated that my sister-in-law is overstaying her welcome and my husband won't enforce boundaries? My sister-in-law 18F is on spring break and staying with me 26F and my husband 29M. We share an apartment with my brother-in-law, but my husband's brother-in-law and I split rent equally. It's not owned by brother-in-law. Before brother-in-law left for work, my husband asked if sister-in-law could stay and I suggested a compromise, half the week, then we took her home. He agreed. When the time came, my husband told her and she just laughed it off. Later, when I wasn't around, she convinced him to let her stay. His excuse? Brother-in-law said she could stay the whole week. But brother-in-law isn't here. We are the ones dealing with it. She takes up space, invites herself on our date nights, and I can't even fully relax in my own home. This isn't new. 2 months before college, she basically moved in without me knowing until days before. I was extremely accommodating, included her in everything, even planned her birthday. When she finally moved to her dorm, my husband and I agreed we wouldn't pick her up for the first week to get some alone time. She called crying with her mom, and they convinced him to pick her up. My husband excused it by saying, "She's just homesick." But my issue is, she'll never actually fit into college life if she keeps running back here. When I was in college, I stayed in my dorm, hung out with friends, and partied. She's not even trying to adjust. Later, I had a direct conversation with her, making it clear my issue wasn't her visiting, just that I needed alone time. She promised I could always tell her when I didn't want her over. But weeks later, when I told her no for a weekend, my husband backed me up and told her no. She then got brother-in-law to pick her up instead. When she arrived, she said hello to everyone except me and ignored me until I said hello first. Then, she stood right next to me and started speaking in Spanish about something directly related to me. Now, with this situation, my husband admitted he didn't want to push back because brother-in-law can be difficult sometimes. He said that if we sent sister-in-law home, brother-in-law would make a big deal about how he can have whoever he wants in his room since he pays rent. And if we tried to enforce limits, brother-in-law would retaliate by saying he'll only pay rent for the time he's actually here. I told my husband I won't be around them the rest of the week because I'm too irritated. I don't want to be rude, but I feel disrespected and frustrated. Am I the a-hole for wanting my sister-in-law to leave after the agreed-upon time and stepping back since my husband won't set boundaries?
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
If I understand it, you and your husband live with Bill. There's a young SIL who gets homesick and Bill is letting her stay in his room while he's away. I suggest you stop being so accommodating to sister-in-law. She can stay if brother-in-law is giving up his room, but as a tenant, not family. I'd also suggest that living with brother-in-law isn't working and you and your husband find your own space.
OP replied,
Yay, thank God. We're moving out at the end of the year. I just feel like I'm going crazy and won't make it till then.
Wow, you are allowing them to walk all over you. Stop accommodating their manipulations and stand firm. When your sister-in-law attempts to tag along on a date, tell her a firm no.